on websites. But what's great is that most websites are structured in a fairly consistent way that allows for a smooth browsing experience no matter which website you're looking at. This is because developers write HTML in a way that uses the same elements to tell completely different stories. We're going to look at these structural elements right now. I'm currently in an application called Sketch that you don't need for this course. It'll just allow me to show you how a website structure might be broken down in actually pretty common ways. Here I have a screenshot from the New York Times, and even though it just looks like a normal web page for now, let's try and group the content that we see together into larger blocks. For example, up here we have a nav that allows me to navigate between sections, search, and my own settings. Then we have a header, right, that includes the logo of the New York Times as well as some other options for going to different sections of the paper. Then we have this big section down below that contains all the articles on the page currently. The same could be true on Wikipedia, where you have this big section that contains an article as well as header and two navs. On Airbnb, where you don't really have articles, but you do have a big section as well as a header and a nav again. Or even Lady Gaga's website, which I have also mocked up with a header, section, and nav. What do these structural elements look like behind the scenes in HTML? Like this. The good news is that they actually have the same names of what they are. So for example, a header will have a header tag, a nav will have a nav tag, a section will have a section tag, articles will have article tags, and a footer will have a footer tag. The same is true for an aside, which is usually a piece of content that appears on the side of a section. In this example, I've written some CSS so you can visually distinguish each section, but you don't really need to worry about that for now. What's important to focus on is the arrangement of these tags and the knowledge that they're on pretty much every website you could visit. Alternatively, a lot of websites look differently when on mobile versus on desktop. For example, if I visit Etsy, you'll notice that the whole page kind of spreads out, right? Like these are horizontally arranged elements. Whereas if I adjust the screen size to be the width of something you might see on a smartphone, you'll notice the elements stack vertically. This is classic behavior on the web, so whether you're looking at a site on desktop or mobile, just know that there are usually structural elements behind the scenes, and you should include them in your own HTML.